My name is JAHVER, and I'm excited to be here. Thank you, Carla, for having me.
I want to congratulate you on your first single, Innocent. You've released music before, but this feels like a reset. How did Innocent come together, and what made it feel like the right song to start your solo career?
So I live stream every single day, and through it, I found myself in the studio with an amazing producer, and he showed me the song and the melodies, the lyrics. It all just came together. And to have the fans be there as well through a live stream, even though it's through like a phone screen or a laptop, whatever it is, I just felt super connected in that moment with the fans and with my emotions and everything like that. So, um, after that moment, 2 weeks later, I decided to release a song as my first single.
Obviously, you had your fans watching it live, but what stood out to you the most about how people reacted to it? Some people that maybe didn't tune into your live stream.
So the way that I wanted people to perceive the song, um, I had two, three different kind of, ways that someone can grab onto the song, feel connected to it. For myself, it's very, emotional and very dramatic. But to others, they could feel like, oh, they relate to the song because they're going through a bit of a breakup or relationship hurting. But I wanted people to feel the song as something that they can feel comforted by through a tough relationship, something between two people. So when I heard that people were getting that same, feeling that I wanted them to feel, it felt really nice because that's what I was going for.
You shared millions of your life with millions of people online across multiple platforms. When your fans see your ups and downs in real time, does it make it harder or easier to release songs as personal as Innocent?
I try not to think much about it. Whether it's a million people, whether it's one person listening, I no. I like to focus on the arts. I like to make it for anyone who wants to feel something, to be moved by something. I want my music to impact their lives in a positive way, whether that's to help them feel seen or to help them feel related through their feelings. Because at the end of the day, like I feel a lot as well. And to be able to share that, I call that a blessing. So no matter it's a million people, billion people, one person, I'm very happy to have this opportunity.
Do you approach the way you make music now differently than you did a couple years ago?
That is a good question. Um, I do. I do. Back then, I would just make music just for the fun of it. After, a whole day out doing a bunch of content creation, I would get back to my room and just kind of dabble and find something to latch on to sonically when it comes to producing music or writing a song. Nowadays, like I have a full-on schedule, and some people can say, "Oh, don't turn something like as art into work." But I think I have a good balance of it, and I really do enjoy it. It's in my schedule every single day, and I cannot ask for it to be better.
Because you live stream every day, how do you balance live streaming regularly and finding that quiet time to write and create music?
When I first started live streaming every single day, I wanted it to be uh, a window into my life that anyone could watch in from. So it's not difficult to live stream when you have that mentality. I'm not trying to put on a persona or anything like that. It's completely me. I want it to be unapologetically myself and and just the raw version of myself. However I am, I want to perceive myself that way through the live stream. So, I mean, we all have our day-to-day schedules and what we do. I just incorporate the live streams to be invited, and I think the fans really like that because they feel so connected and close. They get to see me, what I watch and what I do throughout the days. They're invited, and I think that creates such a strong community.
And what's something people often assume about you because your online presence that isn't often true?
I think people can take me as an intimidating person. I think it might be because of my face. When I think, and I think a lot, when I think, my face kind of turns to what do they call it? RBF or something like that.
Uh,
So when I meet someone and I have a good conversation with them, a lot of the times they'll say, "Wow, you're so much nicer than, I thought you would be going into the conversation." So I would say that.
do you think it's the look and how you dress that people give unapproachable?
Yes, although it's not intentional about it. I about how I style and dress is what I enjoy, and my face is my face. But I would like a good conversation with anyone. So I think once people have that time with me, they would be able to see who I am.
When so much of your life revolves around your phone, what's something that you do to disconnect from the online world that people might not know of?
Meditation. I like to just be by myself, especially in the nature. Right now, I'm on a family vacation in Tennessee, and it's cold over here. But to be barefoot outside and just kind of roam around in a new environment, I think it brings a whole lot of different kind of inspiration, especially when it comes to writing music, producing music. To be in a different element can definitely impact the creation of an art like music.
I do want to briefly mention that you co-founded North Star Boys in 2021 with your brother. When that chapter ended, was there a fear of disappointing people who supported the group from the beginning?
When all of that was going down, I had a bunch of these emotions that were flustering through my head, and I was trying to figure out myself as well. I think the biggest thing that I had to overcome was the idea that, something that I've worked so hard for and I had so many plans and dreams for, just one day kind of dispersed. And I had to find a new purpose for myself. And I think for the fans, the stars, I think a lot of them felt very similar. So I can relate to a lot of them. Whereas, something just disappears that you loved so much, you kind of have to find something else that takes that time on your hands that you were doing before. So when all that was happening, I don't think the fans felt disconnected from me because I was able to live stream, and that's when I started doing the live streams. So I was able to kind of deal with all of this and figure out my emotions together with the stars at the time. And although it's a bit tough thinking back at it. I don't like to focus so much back there. I like to focus more on the future and all the things that I got going on that I'm so excited for and passionate for. And to see the fans that they feel the same way about me and they've stuck with me throughout all of it and from the beginning. I truly feel grateful, and I do not want to let anyone down by just stopping what this beautiful story has become. I want to ride it out. So let's go.
Let's go. And what was one of the big adjustments about working on your own compared to working with other people?
I like to say this when it comes to that. Um, Before, previously, working with others, I mean, seven others, all with, great minds and imaginations and their own vision for their own life and for the group and everything like that. That's a bit difficult, trying to find alignment with everyone. Especially since I wrote and produced all of the songs. Of course, I like to, include their input and things like that. But the difference of that compared to what I'm doing now is that I know exactly where I want to go and who I want to be. So I don't have to kind of balance out seven other different minds when it's just mine. And I think it allows things to be more efficient. Um, and it's just like a smoother process, I would say. So in that sense, I am very happy.
When you decided to move forward as JAHVER, what part of yourself felt more is important to bring forward compared to the Oliver Moy image that people knew about you?
Java is to be unapologetically himself. I think with Oliver Moy, um, there's a lot of things that's held me back in a way. Like I want it to be a certain image for the group and for those around me. But for Java, I just want to be myself. And I want to inspire the world to do the same thing as well. That anyone can do it. Just believe in yourself. Just keep going. Don't let anyone try to knock you down. And through Java, I want that to be the standing impact that others can feel when they listen to my music or they tune into my live streams or anything like that.
I am curious, where did JAHVER, the name, come from?
I think this is the first time I actually share it. But Javer, Ja comes from my middle name, Elijah. So that last three letters of my middle name. And then Ver comes from the last three letters of my first name. So it's Elijah and Oliver. So Javer.
With this new identity as JAHVER, what kind of artist are you working towards becoming in the new future?
I want to I want to be an impactful artist. I want to be someone who can make music in a way that moves people, whether that it means moves their body and gets them grooving or moves their emotions. I want to be that kind of artist.
And I did a little snooping. I tuned into one of your lives and you had a vision board on your phone of
Yes,
2025. How much
yes.
of that has what you envisioned came true and what surprised you along the way?
Well, that's very cool. I would say a good 80%, 90% of the vision board has come true. Um, I have here on my vision board. I set every single year a new vision board, and I set it as my lock screen on my phone or somewhere that I see or wake up every single day, and I take a look at it. I think that's like really important and really cool to do for someone's life. So I would recommend that, those who are watching do that as well. But I have here like my body goal, where I want to weigh more in my life because I've always been very skinny, and I just set it as a goal for myself and things of that nature. So we're very close. I mean, we're 2 weeks away from the New Year's. Happy New Year's, everyone! And I think we're going to complete all of it by then. So it makes me very happy.
That's awesome. And as we look forward to 2026, what's on your current vision board, both personally and creatively for next year?
I actually have not thought about it yet.
Really?
I have not. No. On the 1st and 2nd and 3rd of January, I like to just be completely away from social media, away from my phone, away from the world, and I like to just be by myself and think so that I'm able to reflect on the past year that has happened and imagine what the next years would look like. So I try not to let it sit in my mind for too long because I have like a specific, set amount of time that I like to think about that year and go over previous years. So, yeah, I'm going to be thinking about it in about 2 weeks.
What is something fans can look forward from you, at least music wise, for the next year?
A lot of more music, a lot more. Um, I've been working on a lot of music, producing and writing for the past 2 months now, and I'm building this collection that I want to put out in like a story format that ties together, and also I want to get into movies and short films and fashion as well. So there's a lot to look forward to if you're in the Jobverse or if you're a Jotty. So keep your eyes peeled.
And then before we wrapped up, is there anything you want to say directly to the people who have been supporting you through every version of your journey?
Oh, I'm grateful, and thank you for being here throughout the way, and especially while I'm down, and I'm figuring out these emotions as my whole life feels like it's shifting. Thank you for being there for me. It's like if you watch my live streams, you would know it because I say quite often, it's because of you that I get to do what I do. So thank you, and let's keep going together, Let's do this. Thank you, Fox LA. This is JAHVER. That's been a great time. Thank you.